Hello my crafty crew and welcome back. If you're new, hi, I am Di, this is Creative Common Design. Today I'm going to be sharing week 47, OMG, week 47 of Project Life. I am doing this in trading card pages and I'm just finding it like super easy to do. It's just a really easy, simple project. If I have any other photos that I need to add, like if it's a big photo or whatever, then I can do that because this is a super cheap way of doing it. So these are all my photos for this week. I think I have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got, well, I mean, they're kind of photos. More on that in a bit. So the kit that I'm going to be using this week is a mix. It's a physical kit. This is Studio Calico, a November kit of some shape and fashion, November fall I think it is, and an older Ali Edwards kit. So I'm gonna be mixing and matching some of the stuff from those. I think the grey that you see here, I think this is Ali Edwards. I'm not sure, I gotta be honest, I'm not sure. There's just, I just put it all in one thing and we call it good. So yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of flip through all of the cards and see what I want to use, and then just work on the pockets from there. So let's talk about week 47. Week 47 was a hard one. It was a hard one. So photo-wise, on the left-hand side page, there's just a selfie of me. I realized that I'm just not taking enough photos of me. So I'm just trying to get me in my scrapbook because, you know, this is my life after all. There's a photo of me and the dogs and just like snuggling on the sofa. That just seems to be life right now. Again, that pink card that says find your cozy, that is definitely the vibe that I'm going for right now. There's a screen grab of my mom on that left-hand side. She was taken into hospital on Tuesday. She had been sick for a while. I mentioned this in another video. She'd been sick for a while and she just had some kind of viral thing, and then she just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I told her to go back to the doctor, because she did go to the doctors, but I told her to go back, and she'd made an appointment for that Tuesday, but that was it. She was in the hospital by then. So she was in hospital all week. So yeah, and I wanted to document that, and I didn't really know, I'm gonna say how. So we chat on Marco Polo, so I just did a little like screen grab of the video, and then I'm just like, it's not the best photo, but also she wasn't feeling the best, so it kind of makes sense. Anyway, so that is for that. Now the good news is, since then, she is home now. She came home on Monday, so she was in the hospital a week. Fluids, all of the tests, she had IV antibiotics, and then she's on like tablet antibiotics right now. Apparently burst a cyst on her native kidney and it got infected, and then she also had low sodium. So yeah, it's just, again, sometimes it's just a perfect storm, right? So that was my stress of this week. That was my major stress of this week. And I just feel like life has been that way for a little while, just like a lot of stress. So the other photo on that left-hand side is a photo of the Grogu diamond painting that I've been doing. I finally finished it. I absolutely love it. And then on the right-hand side, that you can't really see much of because of my paper trimmer, but there's a photo of Cosmo in his little dog bed. At some point, I am going to do a spread for the dog's album of Cosmo now, and I might use that photo of him taking up the bed, and then when he was a little puppy, because he had that same bed, and that's actually Stella's bed, but yeah, he had that same bed, and just seeing the difference in, like, he just takes up the whole bed, he barely fits in it. So yeah. And then there is a photo of the little, I think it's peekaboo, it's a little crochet pattern. crochet kit. I haven't crocheted for years, but my husband got it me, and I'm going to do that at some point. It's a little Pikachu and a Pokeball. There is a photo of me, and I took this literally it was just as a last minute thing when we went grocery shopping on Friday, and I just took a photo of me putting the cart back in the little cart holder thing, I don't know what to call that, and the corral, I guess. And I just took the photo as a last minute, hey, take a photo of this, and I'm glad I did. I need to start doing more things like that, because we went grocery shopping for Thanksgiving, like for all of the, I'm going to say non-fresh stuff, and I'm hoping I can make it through, to be honest. I'm hoping I can make it through with just the stuff that we have, but yeah, I'm hoping to just not have to go again, because it was bad enough on the Friday, and I'm reminded of this every year that I just hate it. I hate going and having all of this stress of shopping, and the roads are so busy, and yeah. So I need to do more things like that and just take a little photo. Then on the right hand side, there's again a little screen grab of my mum and dad as they're in hospital. My dad's visiting, and it's like I was saying to my girlfriend, like, it's a lot for my dad as well, because he can't drive now. He's blind in one eye, so he can't drive now. And yeah, and he's in his 70s as well. My mom's in her early 70s. He's in his late 70s. So it's just a lot for them both to be going through. So I'm sure he's exhausted as well, because he worries. So then the other photo that I have is again a little screen grab, and this is of the Zoom room that we had, the breakout room in the December Daily Prep Day. So those are all of the photos that I have here, and I do kind of shuffle the photos and stuff around a little bit later. So I'm going to do a little bit of journaling about my mum going into hospital on the card there that you see, and I just covered up I think it's like a little header. I don't remember what the header said, but I just put a little chipboard on that says take note, and the arrow points towards my mom, so it kind of made sense. And then on this other card here, as you see, I've made a little journal spot for this, and I'm gonna just do a little journaling on there eventually about the December Daily Prep Day. And you can see me here, I'm just trying to make a little, I've already made one on the photo of my mom, a little embellishment cluster of a sticker, a little chipboard piece, and then one of the little, I'm going to call them little flower things, flower die cut thing, and yeah, and then I'm just going to staple those all together. Just a little embellishment cluster of a little journal spot, just to provide some context for the photo. So I'm just going to put on the diamond painting that I've actually finished, the Grogu one. It's my first diamond painting that I have finished. I have started a new one. We got one from the Amazon, what's it called? The Amazon Vine program that Bob is part of. Yeah, so I got one through that. It's awful. Would not recommend. I have bought, Ruth, you will be so proud of me. I have bought one from Diamond Art Club. It's not from them, but it's via Amazon, and it's a Dalmatian one. So of course I bought that one. I will be doing that at some point. I think my plan is I'm gonna do maybe a review of, like a comparison of a cheap one versus like a quote brand name one. Just for anybody else who's new to diamond painting, you definitely get what you pay for. You absolutely get what you pay for, because the one that I'm doing right now, I think it was supposed to be like $8, and it's awful. I mean, I'm still doing it, but I'm still doing it because I've started and I will finish, because that's how I roll. So as you can see, I've moved some of the stuff around, and I'm just kind of deciding what other photo is going to get some chipboard and stuff on. So I'm just going to put it on eventually, the other photo of my mum and dad, and just have a little bit of context there of, her finally starting to get better after really going downhill for a couple of days. And I want to say by Saturday, she was starting to pick up, but yeah, she was just not herself. The low sodium definitely had a lot to do with that, like the confusion, the muscle exhaustion, and all of that. So yeah, and the pens that I'm using here, you'll see the difference in the one on the left to the right. The one on the right, the one on the left, I used the mistake of not testing the pen on the paper first. And because it's like, I don't know, the sticker paper is just weird, I don't know, but the pen bled a little bit, and I'm just like, I don't have the bandwidth, and it's just gonna have to do. I've been trying to use this new fountain pen. It's the weirdest thing. It's a disposable fountain pen. My husband got it me, and I've had it in my stash a while, and I'm determined to try and use it. So here you'll see there's a card that has little bullet points on it. So I'm just gonna write, I think it's 8 or 9 little stories of the week. I've put Bob got me the crochet Pikachu, started the Santa diamond painting, struggling with all my routines this week just because of the stress. We went to Michael's, bought some more clothing, like the t-shirts and the, what do you call them, the hoodies, so that we can do some HTV. I always want to say HGTV, like the DIY program, the heat transfer vinyl. Anyway, we went grocery shopping. I cancelled the physical kit from Stories by the Month, and next year I will be just doing pure digital and printables. I've just put that I'm exhausted from the previous weekend. I was already tired, and then all of the stress this week has just, it's just really affected me. I didn't walk much this week, mostly because the previous week I did a lot of the walking at the weekend, but the weather has been worse. The nights, normally in like summer, I walk at night. I walk like 6, 7 o'clock, and the weather it's just too dark. The weather is colder, and it's just too dark. So I need to kind of readjust my routine, if you like. And then I just put that Bob went for lunch with a friend on a Sunday, and I'm reminded that I need to make time for myself to go like connect with my friends, because the one time that I was going to connect with a friend last month was when I got sick. So it's just been it's been a year. 2025 has been a year. So that is that journal spot done. And then on the one next to the December daily photo, I'm just going to stamp here with one of the stamps from Ali. This is one of the Stories by the Month stamps. I don't think it was last year, I think it was the year before. And I'm just going to put like together because it made sense. And then I'm just going to do a little journaling about the prep day. And I don't know if you took part in prep day, but we had like little breakout rooms. So that's what the little screenshot is just all of, well, not all of us, but some of us on the breakout room. And I don't think disappointed is the word in prep day this year. It was just too late. It was just too late. And I'm just sitting here today. Today is the 25th, and I just feel completely unprepared for December daily because everything got shipped too late. Just the prep day was too late. Everything just feels behind. And then all of the crap that I've had in October and November, I just don't feel ready. I don't feel ready for December, but it's coming whether I like it or not. So I just better get on with it, right? So now the only thing that I have left to do is the title card, which is pretty much always on that top left. And because I have 2 cards with circles on, I just decided that I was going to kind of layer some circles on there. And one of them says November to remember. I think mostly just from the stress is why I want to remember that. And then as usual, I'm going to put on my date stamp on that title card. What you don't see here, and I do this afterwards, is I put on the week, like I stamp week and then 47, but you don't see that on here. So I'm using stays on here to stamp on top of the chipboard circle, on that pink chipboard circle, and then I'm gonna pop that into the pocket and call it done. It was a week. I keep saying it was a week, it was a month, it was a couple of months, it was a quarter, it was a year, and it just keeps on going. So it was a year. I'm ready for 2026, but also I'm barely even ready for December. So that was my week 47. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know how your November is going. Hopefully it is going well and you had a good Thanksgiving. Deep breath. December is coming. December is coming, the month of craziness, and then we're into the new year. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.